Let's see how this looks. All right. All right, this looks a little better. My camera's a little bit too high. I ain't got time for that right now. Maybe I gotta fix it. Is that better? There we go. All right, so maybe too high. Hold on. That'll work for now. Michael Williams, White Label Consultant here. I am testing out a whole bunch of new equipment, which is crazy because I am trying to, we're trying to set up the podcast room. We're using some different software. We're using a whole bunch of different stuff. We cleaned out the podcast room greatly. I've been gone for 2 weeks doing a whole lot of stuff here in the studio. So excuse the absence. Thank you for those that have continued to support and continue to, do what you have done. So we have a like a little bit of a studio upgrade, but not really much. In fact, even I'm on a different computer right now, so I'm having to reset up my OBS as well as reset up some of the scenes here. I'm actually going to add a new scene here and call it a split screen. You'll see this happening live. So for those who have continued to stick with us, that's fine. You know, my picture just disappeared, so I'm going to add my video capture device. I am using a different capture card, one I have not used ever. It took a while to set it up. It's called the Aussie Go Stream Pro. So, and let me add a window captured. Actually, let me add a display capture. I'm gonna click. Let's pick this one. Well, nope. Let's pick this one. Nope. Let's pick the third one. There we go. Okay. So we'll pick that one. I don't have any plugins here. I'm just going to set this up from the jump. Let's crop the camera out a little bit. I'm using a different lens. I'm using different everything. Man, this is crazy. Let's add a background, add media source. Actually, let me go find a media source here from Pixabay, pixabay.com. So we have been gone for 2 weeks. We are actually, again, setting up a new studio. I can run through the camera angles. Let me go back to my scene here. Let me go back to here. This is the, as you can tell, this is the podcast studio here in Phoenix, Arizona. We cleaned up a lot of stuff. We switched the tables around. We moved everything. So it's a little bit more succinct. I don't have the lights on real quick, but so this is the main camera angle that we'll have for the podcast. And then this is, I got to fix a cord cable. That'll be one side. And then there's another camera here that you can't see, which will have a third angle. These cameras are now mounted, so they're stationary, which is good. So that is what we've been up to over the last couple of weeks. So you can see we're trying to build this up. We got rid of a lot of clutter in here that was in the room. And I'm actually moving over to the Studio B here. That's a music recording. So I'll be shooting all my video from over there. So that'd be another video. But back to setting this up. This will be like our main podcast setup now. So I need to get a background for this. A lot of churches use this on Saturdays and Sundays. And so right now I am just trying to get everything set up with this new system. The computer's an older computer, but it has specs to be able to run a solid stream. I don't know if the jittery that I'm experiencing is coming from the computer because I'm only at 6.6%, but I am using a different video card, which I am not used to using at all. Let's just use, I don't want something too crazy. That's too crazy. That's my favorite. This is my favorite one right here. This was one I used when our pastor passed away. He was really into purple, and so I use this a lot. I shouldn't, but I love it. So this is what I'm going to use to download this video. I'm going to drop it into the downloads folder for now. And there we go. And then I'm going to add a media back here, add media source, and just click OK and click that video that I downloaded. Let me see, downloads, where we at? Downloads. You really don't need a lot to get this stuff working. Click OK. You'll see it come up on the screen. Hit Control F and then move it to the back. And that will be our video setup for split screen. That's pretty easy. It took me like 5 minutes to set that up. That's why I love OBS. Let me see here. Video capture device, display capture. I'm gonna move that up a little bit, and I don't have any logos on this computer at all. Control Z to put that back. I'm gonna highlight the camera. I'm using a different lens. I'm using a 25 prime. It's a fixed lens. I don't have any other lenses in here to show you, but my lens in my other studio is a Sigma 1835. I don't think for the money a Lumix with the Meta Booster and a Sigma 1835, I don't think anybody can beat that combination for less than $1,000. There's just no cameras that I see that you can beat it. The aperture goes all the way down to 1.2 or something like that. 18 and 35, it ends up being close to a 2470 for prime usage, but I just don't think anybody can beat that. So if you're doing live streaming and you want to get into an affordable system, there's nothing you can do to do that. Like right here, I got a GH5S. It's probably a $600 camera and a stock $180 lens. I mean, for a 25 millimeter lens, I don't think anybody's gonna get this quality. You got the bokeh in the background, which is the blur, which could get better if I made the aperture lower, but I'm not. And so, right now, I'm just testing out this system. I'll be doing a lot of videos this week. I got to get on my grind. I had a birthday this last week. I turned 48, so I have less years in front of me than I have behind me. And so I want to leave a legacy of knowing what's going on with the world and how I can help leave my impact. So, yeah, we are using the Aussie Go Pro as the Go Stream. I'm up in the air about it. I know it's about 3 years old, maybe. It has software. The software hasn't impressed me yet. We're using the GoStream Pro. Is this the one? Let me switch over here so you can see it. Yeah, I don't have any transitions or anything yet. Yeah, we're using this right here. I'm not sold on it yet. Transitions are, I mean, I can hit the cut pretty fast and go back and forth. The software is a little bit clunky. Again, when it first started out, it didn't have any software, so maybe I need to do some research on it. I think this is the one we have. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check the back. It's the one we have? I believe this is it. So, I mean, there's a bunch of buttons on here you can use. I don't know what they do yet, but this is what we're using. We're using a Lumix G8. Well, this is not the main camera. All the cameras in here are GH4s. This GH5S is mine. This is what I use for streaming. It's just phenomenal. I don't think, like I said, you can roll up on mpb.com. Shout out to them, is where we get all of our equipment from, because it's just affordable for us. And yeah, MPB is where it's at. Just let me see, GH5S. Let's see how much this runs for a system. Let me move my camera down. It's bugging me being right there. So let me try this. And what happened to the media source? Oh, I didn't click loop. There we go. Bam, there we go. So let's maximize this a little bit. There, that's better than nothing. Let me see here. GH5. Did we find it? Are we searching? Let me see here. Did we find it? Okay, GH5S. So here's one right here. $739. I don't know if there's any other camera you can get that offers this quality for. I mean, you can do a GH5 and a GH. Let's try it. Let's look for a GH5. GH5. Let me see what those run. Search results for GH5. So you can get GH5 for $574. Or if you want to go down even more, I don't think GH4 is a bad camera. GH4 you can get for $389. Now we have all GH4s in the building. They look fine. We're using them with Leica lenses as well as some MetaBoost adapters. But I mean, any one of these cameras right here, if you want to go all the way down to GH7 and really just get you G7, Lumix G7, that will work as well. But for the most part, that's what's been going on with us. Oh, did I turn on picture-in-picture? See, that's what I said. I turned on picture-in-picture and don't even know how I turned it on. Let me see if I turn this off. Let me turn it. Okay, there we go. I turned it off. There you go. So this does have picture-in-picture. If I switch to another camera angle and then turn this on, yeah, that's pretty cool. I have not reviewed this, G4, and this must be off. I have not reviewed this yet, so I'm going to have to review this to see if it's an actual ATM Mini Go Stream ATM Mini replacement as it is. It looks pretty cool. It's pretty quiet. It has a power button on it. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I'm an ATM Mini guy. I got an ATM Mini Pro ISO in the office. You have an ATM Mini Pro Extreme in the studio. The boss has an ATM Mini in his office. So again, Learn what you learn. If there's anything tutorials that you want me to cover, please drop them in the comment section. I think for this setup, let me actually show you. Let me see if I can open up my system to show you what kind of computer I'm on right now. Again, we bought this computer a couple of years back, and the boss was like, "It's just sitting in the back. We're not using it for anything. So why don't you see if you can get it to work?" And let me see here if I can switch over here. This is what we're using. It's got an i9 in it. It's an i9 at 2.3 is not a whole lot. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, 64-bit operating system. It's running Windows 11 Pro. Yeah, this is a 2-year-old computer. Now I found that my 5-year-old IBM ThinkPad, which is more geared towards server work, actually worked a little better. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely get some usage out of these this PC. So it's just a Dell 7740. I don't know exactly what what these run for, but it's a beast of a computer. It's a huge laptop. Let me see, Dell 77. Oh, I didn't even put the numbers in. Number lock 7740. Let me see. It's a huge laptop. Trust me. Very heavy. Basically a desktop replacement. I don't even think I have any pictures in here. Setup and specification guides. Let me just go with images so you can see it. That's it right there. It's a beast of a computer. It's got a whole bunch of ports on this joint. I mean, it's got like 4 or 5 USB joints. It's got USB 2.0 joints. It also has a couple of USB-Cs on here. I think for a computer that it was ahead of its time for at least what you're doing with live streaming and stuff. PCs aren't generally known, in my opinion, to have so many ports on them. This has a ton of ports on it, almost where you didn't even need a dock to get all these TV monitors working. But I just use a dock for power consumption. I use a USB-C dock, but it's a very huge 17-inch computer. It's running pretty smooth now that I figured out what encoder to use. I was trying to use the QuickSync HVAC, didn't work. I tried to use the AV, whatever it is, that didn't work. The X264, which is the CPU, not the GPU, didn't work. So yeah, I ended up using the QuickSync H.264, and that seems to be the one that has worked the best for the for what we were doing. So yes, that's what it is. That's our update for what we got going on now. Again, we'll be doing more tutorials. Shout out to Scooters for the coffee. Oh, that's great. Yeah. So you got any questions? Drop them in the comment section.